To our revered directors, venerated principals, distinguished guests, parents, teachers, and my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for the Youth Parliament session. It is a maiden attempt by the students of Genesis Olympus. Our national song symbolizes unity and patriotism. It fosters a sense of identity and pride. I request you to rise for the national song. Gratitude to the Almighty for all the blessings He has bestowed on us. I now request our school choir group to lead us in prayer.
Mama Daru
I request everyone to be seated. Our youth parliament is a platform where ideas flourish, opinions resonate, and where tomorrow's leaders emerge. The Indian Parliament holds a significant importance as the supreme legislative body of the country. It reflects the principles of democracy and federalism, fostering a platform of debate, discussion, and decision-making to address the needs and concerns of the Indian population. A mock parliament is a recreation or imitation of the parliamentary proceedings of a legislature assembly based upon the Indian parliamentary system. Mock parliament is a conference which enables students to learn about diplomacy, effective communication, national, international relations, and politics, and the working of the parliament in general. For the first time, many students will find their voice through a mock parliament and realize their leadership potential and social ability. It provides opportunities for participants to take on leadership roles such as Prime Minister, Speaker, or Ministers, helping them develop leadership and decision-making abilities. Nowadays, most of the students are apathetic towards politics and administration. They consider politics as an area of corruption, misuse of power, and distrust. To eliminate these myths and to instill a sense of confidence and trust in the government and administration, the concept of youth parliament has been put forward. I now most humbly welcome our chief guest for today's program, Mr. Sasindran Sir. Sir is a multifaceted personality who has excelled in various roles as Principal, Assistant Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner in Biology for 12 years, Principal in Kendriya Vidyalaya for 10 years. Sir served as Assistant Commissioner for 8 years and Deputy Commissioner for 2 years before he retired from Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. As Deputy Commissioner, Sir played a prominent role in the administration, supervision, inspection and control of 72 Kendriya Vidyalayas. As Assistant Commissioner, Sir was in charge of games and sports, awards, organizing conferences, organizing youth parliament and many more. Sir has immense experience in conducting youth parliaments and we hope Sir enjoys this session. We heartily welcome you, Sir. I request Principal Sir to welcome our chief guest with a bouquet. I now welcome our director, Mr. Balsundar Reddy Sir, who is a visionary with a wealth of experience and expertise and a passion for education. Let's welcome Sir with a bouquet. Let's welcome Kalyani ma'am, one of our directors. We are extremely glad to have our young and dynamic directors, Mr. Avinash Sir and Ms. Ananya ma'am. Their vision focuses on modernizing teaching methods and cultivate an effective educational environment. They aim at implementing innovative educational practices and utilize technology to enhance learning. Let's welcome Ms. Kiranmayi ma'am, Principal of Alwal branch. Hands together to welcome Ms. Swati Reddy ma'am, Principal of Genesis. She is a dedicated and compassionate educator. Let's welcome Vice Principal Ms. Maria ma'am. Vice Principal of Polaris Branch, Ms. Maria Ma'am. A special welcome to Ms. Sudha Ma'am, our Principal Sir's better half. Our esteemed Principal Sir, Mr. Rajareddy Sir, leaves no stone unturned when it comes to exploring the talents of our students. Sir is diligent, innovative, and always on the quest for new strategies for the holistic development of the students. I now request our revered Principal Sir to deliver the welcome address.
Distinguished Chief Guest of today's morning's this Youth Parliament program, K. Shashindran Sir, former Deputy Commissioner KVS, our Director and Correspondent, Mr. Balchandra Reddy Sir, Mr. Avinash, Ananya, our young directors. Then we have with us Mrs. Kalyani Ma'am, Swati Reddy Ma'am, Principal from Biramguda. We have Kiran Mai, who is newly heading the Alwal branch. Then Maria Ma'am, of course, Vice Principal at Polaris branch, Madinaguda. All our senior and junior staff here, teachers, and then parents who have come, and then all the children, especially participating in this for the members of Parliament, and also the students who have come from other branches and our own students. A very good morning to all of you. It's a proud privilege for me to extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest, about whom we had a very detailed introduction profile read out. I'm very thankful to you, sir, for sparing your valuable time and for being with us in time and for enabling us to start the program in time. And thank you for accepting our invitation with a short notice and for being with us today. I also welcome everybody, all the directors, all the principals, vice principals, all the staff and all the children to our school, Genesis Olympus campus, and also welcome to this morning's Youth Parliament program. It's really heartening to have all of you here in our midst today. Now let me explain as to why we are organizing this Youth Parliament today, very briefly. First thing, this is one activity we have not done so far in our schools, and it has been long due. Conducting this Youth Parliament has been long due. We have conducted a lot of other activities, we have been doing that, and we thought we'll do this as well so that children enjoy and understand how the Parliament functions, what are the different procedures involved, and I thought it's definitely a step towards training children in citizenship, for their future citizenship. Then, as we all understand, India is a country with 1.4 billion people, and a nation of such massive population definitely needs very vibrant and able leadership. We have seen the different generations of leadership. The leadership that came post-independence had their own set of values. They gave everything, whatever they had, for the nation. They were men of values, character, and very upright. And they had a dream, for the country. A dream for the country, to be led into a powerful nation. And then we have a generation of leaders, taking over, who lacked many of these things. We are seeing today, what's happening all over the country, what kind of leaders we have, and what they are driven by, what value set they have, what skills they have, what knowledge they have, and how they are driven by a particular ideology in their own way, which is sometimes we feel it's very harmful. So I think we need to bring in a new leadership. We need to bring in a new leadership, once again, which is ingrained in values and skills, innovation, and technology, driven by the values of socialism, modernism, and financial knowledge, which can take our country, and make our country a super nation, which we always claim we are doing. Nelson Mandela, once said, you all know Nelson Mandela, right? A very wise and very popular leader from South Africa, was jailed, for almost more than 25 years, okay, for what he believed in. He says, today's youth are the citizens of tomorrow. Very rightly said. As per the UN statistics, there are almost, how many billions, I don't know, maybe I think 1.5 billion people, young people. Okay, as per the UN statistics, there are 1.5 young youth all over the country. So imagine what if this, so many crores of young people, who are very passionate, who are full of potential, who are full of commitment, full of knowledge, driven, born in this age of, digital world, and very powerful, influential generation of this society. What if they all, are driven by, these values, and if they are really properly groomed in citizenship, if they are only given a proper mindset, abilities and skills, a proper mindset with a proper set of values and all that, you can't imagine where the world will go, where the world will march forward to. And the Ministry of National Youth and Welfare makes it a point that schools and colleges organize such youth parliaments in their premises, so as to encourage these young children and instill in them the desire for political leadership, who are really trained for this. And as a part of that, we are conducting this youth parliament today in a small way. Let me not say much. I'll leave the rest of the things for the guests to speak about. I'd like to congratulate our staff, especially the few staff I'd like to mention. Mrs. Saraswati, who has been leading this team. Then the social studies teachers, Leelavati ma'am, Madhavi ma'am, Shashikumar, Vijaya, Mary, Chandrakala ma'am, Sridevi ma'am, Bhargavi ma'am, and then ably, of course, supported by Mr. Raj and Mr. Nitesh. This entire team, has put in a lot of effort, and they have spent a lot of time in writing the script, for these children, and taking a lot of practice as well. So I'd like to congratulate and thank. Please give them a big clap. And I wish, without taking much time, I wish all these children participating in today's event all the best. I'm sure they will relish these moments in a long time to come. All the best, children. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights. To the left of the speaker, we have the opposition party members, and to the right, we have the ruling party members. Now let me hand over the platform to our narrating team.
A very good morning to respected chief guest and all the distinguished guests of the day. Our director sir, principal sir, and all dear teachers and dear parents and friends. As we all know, the Parliament of India, Bharatiya Sansad, is the supreme legislative body of the Republic of India. It is a bicameral legislature composed of the Rajya Sabha, Council of States, and the Lok Sabha, House of the People. The Parliament of India represents the largest democratic electorate in the world. A session of the Indian Parliament is the period during which a house meets almost every day uninterruptedly to manage the business. The process of calling all members of the Parliament to meet is called summoning of Parliament. President summons Parliament. There are typically 3 sessions in a year: budget session, February to May; monsoon session, July to September; and winter session, November to December. Today, students of Genesis School Olympus are here to demonstrate the important proceedings of the House of People, Lok Sabha. As you can see, the members of the Lok Sabha are seated and are waiting for the arrival of the Speaker, A. Durga Sri Saicharan. Here comes the Speaker, Mr. A. Durga Saicharan. Let's all welcome with a round of applause as the session begins.
माननीय सभासदों, माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय जी,
Please be seated.
Now, here we go with the first session, oath taking. Oath taking is a process where the newly elected members take an oath or affirmation in the Parliament in the language of their choice.
Honorable members, I would like to welcome you all first of all. A very good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to the first Youth Parliament session at Genesis Olympus. I hope this session will be fruitful. Now, let us proceed with the list of businesses which is taking oath or affirmation of our newly elected members. Members may take oath or affirmation. Secretary General, please.
Srimati Nishta, who stands elected from the Pali constituency of Rajasthan, will now take the oath or affirmation. Madam, do you want to take oath or affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take the oath?
In English, please. I, Nishita, having been elected a member of the lower house of the Youth Parliament, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter.
Srimati Srimahi, who stands elected from the Malkajgiri constituency of Telangana, will now take the oath or affirmation. Madam, do you want to take oath or affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take the oath?
In Telugu, please. శ్రీమహి అను నేను లోక్సభ సభ్యురాలిగా ఎన్నుకోబడినందున చట్టరీత్యా నెలకొల్పబడిన భారత సంవిధానం పట్ల యథార్థమైనటువంటి భక్తి విశ్వాసములు కలిగి ఉందునని, భారతదేశం యొక్క సర్వసత్తాక అధికారమును అఖండతను నేను సమర్థించదనని, నేను స్వీకరించబో కర్తవ్యమును శ్రద్ధాశక్తులతో అంతఃకరణ శుద్ధితో నిర్వహించదనని దైవ సాక్షిగా ప్రమాణం చేయుచున్నాను.
reference. An obituary reference is a formal expression of condolence by the Parliament on the demise of a sitting or a former member, a minister, a national leader, or a foreign dignitary. It is usually made by the Speaker or the Chairman of the House at the beginning of the session, followed by a brief silence as a mark of respect.
Honorable members, it's my duty to inform the House of sudden demise of our former member, ex-Chief Minister of Punjab, Shri Prakash Singh Badal. Badal passed away on 25th of April at the age of 95. He was the last surviving member of this political generation who saw independence, survived emergency, and saw Punjab politics taking a surprising turn in 2022. Badal became an 11-time MLA, losing only twice. He headed a coalition government in the year 1970, which did not complete its term. Badal was a statesman who was loved and respected by all, including his political rivals. I pay my deepest condolences to the family.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय जी, आज मैं खड़ा हूँ श्री प्रकाश सिंह बादल के प्रति श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करने के लिए, जिनके मृत्यु ने हम सबको शोक के सागर में डुबो दिया है। पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री प्रकाश सिंह बादल को अपने पंजाब के राजनीति का पितामह कहा जाता था। वे अपने जीवन के 17 साल जेल में बिताए। वे लगातार 11 बार चुनाव जीते तथा 5 बार मुख्यमंत्री बने। खास बात यह है कि सबसे कम उम्र में मुख्यमंत्री बनना और सबसे अधिक उम्र में मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पर बैठने का रिकॉर्ड उन्हीं के नाम है। मैं अपने सारे सदस्यों के तरफ से उनके परिवार को सहानुभूति अर्पित करता हूं तथा उन्हें श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
प्रकाश सिंह बादल के निधन से पंजाब की राजनीति की एक बहुत बड़ी अध्याय खत्म हो गई है। पंजाब के राजनीतिक सियासत में सक्रिय रहने के कारण उन्हें राजनीति का बाबा गोलू कहा जाता है। 30 साल के उम्र में 1947 में सरपंच का चुनाव जीतकर उन्होंने अपना राजनीतिक करियर शुरू किया था। इसके बाद वो 5 बार पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री बने। 25 अप्रैल 2023 को उनका देहांत हुआ। वे अनुभवी राजनीतिक थे और राजनीति में बहुत ही क्रियाशील थे। उनकी मृत्यु बेहद दुखदायी है। मैं उनके परिवारजनों की मेरी सहानुभूति और मैं मेरे पार्टी वासियों की तरफ से उन्हें श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
The House may stand in silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul.
Now, the next process is introduction for new ministers. Here, the Prime Minister introduces the new ministers.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I have pleasure in introducing to you and through you to the House the new ministers. Shri Prajwal ji, Minister of Irrigation, and Srimati Blessy ji, Minister of Civil Supplies. Thank you.
The next process is question hour. It is the first hour of a sitting session of the Lok Sabha devoted to questions that members of parliament raise about any aspect of administrative activity. The concerned minister is obliged to answer to the parliament either orally or in writing depending on the type of question raised.
Now the question hour starts. Question number 332. Sri Ganadhyaksh ji.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Speaker, sir, will the Minister of Health and Family Welfare be pleased to state the number and details of posts sanctioned, filled up and vacant in various aims across the country, aims-wise, the details of steps taken or proposed to be taken to fill up the vacancies in such aims, whether the government proposes to increase the bed capacity, keeping in view the increasing number of emergency patients and the non-availability of beds in various aims across the country, and if so, the details of steps taken are being taken in this regard, state or union territories, including Chhattisgarh? Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like the Minister to kindly explain. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Shri Chaitanyeshwarji.
Honorable Speaker, sir, today the statement is laid on the table. Also, following steps have been taken in filling up of vacancies at various aims. Also, the upper age limit against the posts of professor and additional professor has been raised from 50 to 58 years. The contractual engagement of retired faculty up to 70 years has been allowed. Centralized nursing cadres has been implemented. Also, the status of recruitment in these aims is directly monitored at the level of ministry. Honorable Speaker, sir, in addition to the sanctioned bed capacity under Pradhan Mantri Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission, 150 critical care blocks has been approved at 7 aims at Delhi, Bhopal, Patna, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, Bhubaneswar and Rishikesh. Dhanyawad.
Question number 1919, Srimati Grishma ji.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, एक राष्ट्र एक चुनाव, एक राष्ट्र एक भाषा, एक राष्ट्र।
Grishma ji, please come to the point. Don't waste the time of the house.
हाँ स्पीकर जी, क्या गृह मंत्री यह बताने की कृपा करेंगे कि क्या सरकार का विचार वन नेशन वन यूनिफॉर्म की अवधारणा के माध्यम से देश में पुलिस और सुरक्षा बलों के ड्रेस कोड में एक रूपता लाने का है? यदि हाँ, तो तत्संबंधी ब्यौरा क्या है? क्या सरकार ने इस संबंध में आ रही चुनौतियों को अध्ययन किया है और इसके लिए कोई रूपरेखा तैयार की है? यदि हाँ, तो तत्संबंधी ब्यौरा क्या है? क्या सरकार ने इस संबंध में राज्य सरकारों के साथ कोई परामर्श किया है? यदि हाँ, तो तत्संबंधी ब्यौरा क्या है और इस संबंध में विविध राज्य सरकारों की क्या प्रतिक्रिया है? धन्यवाद।
Honorable Minister of State Home Affairs, Shri Jagannath ji.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं यह स्पष्ट करना चाहता हूं कि दिनांक 27 से 28 अक्टूबर 2022 तक गृह मंत्रालय द्वारा आयोजित राज्यों के गृह मंत्रियों के चिंतन शिविर के दौरान राज्यों को यह सुझाव दिया गया कि वन नेशन वन यूनिफॉर्म के अवधारणा पर विचार किया जाए ताकि पुलिस को एक विशिष्ट पहचान बनाई जा सके और आम नागरिक जो कॉमन मैन पुलिस कार्मिकों को आसानी से पहचान कर ले। भारत के संविधान की 7वीं अनुसूची की सूची राज्य सूची के तहत पुलिस राज्य का विषय है। सभी राज्यों और संग्रह क्षेत्रों के पास अपने स्वयं द्वारा निर्धारित रंग वाले विशिष्ट प्रतीक चिन्ह, एम्ब्लेम और बैच आदि के साथ पुलिस वर्दी है। सभी राज्यों और संग्रह क्षेत्रों को अपनी टिप्पणियां या सुझाव देने का अनुरोध किया गया है। अभी तक 24 राज्यों और संग्रह क्षेत्रों का प्रतिक्रिया प्राप्त हुई है। इसके अलावा वन नेशन वन यूनिफॉर्म के अवधारणा पर विचार करने और पुलिस रिपोर्ट को अंतिम रूप देने के लिए कुछ संस्थाओं जैसे ट्रूप कंफर्ट लिमिटेड एवं भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो के प्रतिनिधियों को शामिल करते हुए पुलिस अनुसंधान एवं विकास ब्यूरो में एक समिति का गठन किया गया है। धन्यवाद।
Question number 338, Shri Bhanusai Srinivas ji.
Honorable Speaker, sir. Will the Minister of Law and Justice be pleased to state on operational fast track courts the details of recent data related to the project for setting up of fast track courts, the quick disposal of cases thereby, and the average performance of operational FTCs out of the total recommended number, specifically in the states of Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Also, the reasons for delays, if any, in setting up of recommended and more number of FTCs there. Honorable Speaker, sir, let us know the reasons for not setting up of live streaming mechanisms in High Courts of Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh to bring out more transparency in court proceedings. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, Srimati U. Hasni ji.
Honorable Speaker, setting up of fast-track courts and allocation of funds lies within the domain of the state governments who set up such courts as per the need and resources with the consultation of respective high courts. The 14th Finance Commission 2015 to 2020 has recommended setting up of 1800 FTCs for long pending cases pertaining to women, children, senior citizens, disabled persons, persons suffering with terminal ailments, and property-related cases pending for more than 5 years. Live streaming of court proceedings is an administrative matter which falls within the purview and the domain of the judiciary, while the central government has no direct role in this. However, live streaming of court proceedings has been started in the High Courts of Gujarat, Guwahati, Orissa, Karnataka, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, and Constitutional Bench of Honorable Supreme Court of India, thus allowing lawyers, litigants, and other party members to join the proceedings virtually. Thank you.
Question number 339. Sri Hanish Ji.
Honorable Speaker, will the Minister of External Affairs be pleased to state the following on passport services? The number of passport service centers opened in West Bengal and Madhya Pradesh during the last 3 years and current year. The details of funds sanctioned during the said period. The number of applications for passports pending in West Bengal and Madhya Pradesh, along with the action taken by government to clear the pending passports in time. Whether any scheme is under consideration to provide fast passport service to students. If so, the details thereof. And whether the government has any proposal for setting up new passport offices in the said states, including Bankura district and Karagone and Barwani parliamentary constituencies. If so, the details thereof.
Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Sri Hanji.
Honorable Speaker, sir. 2E. It was decided in January 2017 to open Passport Kendra at the head post offices or post offices in the country called Post Office Passport Seva Kendra. In each Lok Sabha constituency where there is no Passport Seva Kendra, this was executed through a partnership between the Ministry of External Affairs and the Department of Post. The government is planning to issue e-passports to its citizens with advanced security features. An e-passport is an upgradation and enhancement of the current passport booklet that comes with an embedded chip. The system shall be able to identify it, resulting in the failure of passport authentication. Thank you.
Question number 22. Srimati Likita Ji.
Honorable Speaker, sir. Will the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas be pleased to state whether it is a fact that the country's demand of natural gas by 2030 would reach by 326 million standard cubic meters per day against current 4 to 5% growth rate, which is much lower than the expected 611 MMSCMD of consumption to meet the energy mix goal. If so, the action taken by the government to overcome inadequate gas pipeline network and execution delays of under construction projects to achieve just 15% share of natural gas. Then what is the plan in the status to attain 100% city gas distribution in all the cities of the country? Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Sri Farhan Ji.
The government has set a target to raise the share of natural gas in energy mix to 15% in 2030 from about 6.7% now. Various steps taken by the government in this direction include expansion of natural gas grid pipeline, expansion of city gas distribution network, and also setting up of liquefied natural gas terminals. Allocation of domestic gas to compressed natural gas and piped natural gas in no-cut category, and also allowing marketing and pricing freedom to gas produced in high pressure, high temperature areas and from coal seams. Sustainable alternative towards affordable transportation (SATAT) initiatives are also being taken to promote the use of bio-CNG, etc. Thank you.
Question number 52. Srimati Jayashree Ji.
Honorable Speaker, sir, will the Minister of Road Transport and Highways be pleased to state about the ropeway projects, whether the new ropeway projects are being launched in the country under the Parvatmala scheme, If so, the details thereof, state or union territory wise, the proposed benefits of roadway transportation, and the funds allocated for such projects. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Srimati Snehika ji.
Honorable Speaker, sir. The statements A and B. The Union Finance Minister in the Union Budget for 2022 to 2023 has announced the National Roadway Development Program Parvatmala Pariyojana. At present, the National Highway Logistics Management Limited has undertaken the development of work of 8 roadway projects. To the statement C, the projects included under National Roadway Development Program have been planned to provide a sustainable and economical alternative mode of transportation to commuters in difficult hilly regions and congested urban areas. These projects are also a major factor of tourism promotion, economy production, and to reduce carbon footprints in these regions. To the statement D, MORTH has allocated rupees 200 crores for these projects in B 2023 to 2024. Thank you.
Question number 3025. श्री अभिनव जी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, महिला के खिलाफ अपराधों की व्यापकता के बावजूद 2021 में केवल 5% महिला।
अभिनव जी, प्लीज कम टू द पॉइंट।
क्या गृह मंत्री यह बताने की कृपा करेंगे कि क्या सरकार द्वारा अधिक महिलाओं को पुलिस बलों में शामिल होने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करने हेतु कोई पहल की गई है? यदि हाँ, तो तत्संबंधी ब्यौरा क्या है? क्या सरकार द्वारा अधिक महिलाओं को पुलिस बलों में शामिल होने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करने और उनका मनोबल बढ़ाने के लिए उठाए गए कदमों का विवरण क्या है? क्या सरकार द्वारा अधिक महिलाओं को पुलिस बलों में शामिल होने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए एक तंत्र के रूप में विवेकाधीन अनुदान का उपयोग करने का प्रस्ताव रखती है? यदि हाँ, तो तत्संबंधी ब्यौरा क्या है और इस संबंध में उच्च पदों पर पदोन्नति के समक्ष आ रही अनुचित बाधाओं का आकलन करने के लिए कोई अध्ययन किया गया है? धन्यवाद।
Honorable Minister of State Home Affairs, श्री जगन्नाथ जी।
महोदय जी, गृह मंत्रालय ने महिला पुलिस के प्रतिनिधित्व को बढ़ाकर कुल 33 प्रसारण करने के लिए सभी राज्यों और संघ राज्य क्षेत्रों को दिनांक मई 21, 2013, मई 21, 2014, जून 22, 2021 को एडवाइजरी जारी की है। इसका मुख्य उद्देश्य यह है कि हर पुलिस स्टेशन में कम से कम 3 महिला उपनिरीक्षक और 10 महिला पुलिस कांस्टेबल होनी चाहिए ताकि महिला हेल्प डेस्क 24 घंटे काम कर सके। महिला कार्मिकों के लिए उनके कार्य उपायों को शुद्ध बनाने, उनका सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित करने, उनके लिए अनुकूल वातावरण बनाने तथा महिला पुलिस को पुलिस बलों में भर्ती के लिए उनको प्रोत्साहित करने। इसके अलावा पुलिस के आधुनिकीकरण के सहायता से महिला पुलिस बलों को प्रौद्योगिकी उपकरणों, संभार उपकरणों, प्रशिक्षक उपकरणों, साइबर पुलिसिंग उपकरणों के साथ साथ केंद्रीय सहायता भी प्रदान की गई है। धन्यवाद।
Breach of privilege. Next process in the Parliament session is breach of privilege. A breach of privilege is a violation of any of the privileges of MPs or Parliament. Among other things, any action casting reflections on MPs, Parliament or its committees could be considered breach of privilege.
Honorable Speaker, sir, may I draw the attention of this esteemed House towards a serious breach of privilege that has taken place.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. During a recent public address, the members of the opposition made derogatory remarks against several members of this House as Chor Mandal. This doesn't just undermine the dignity of this Parliament, but also breaches the privilege of the affected members. Such remarks are not just disrespectful, but also impede our ability to perform our duties as elected representatives.
Bhavdeep ji, I totally appreciate your input. This is indeed a serious matter that needs to be addressed. Bhavdeep ji, have you given notice of it earlier?
Yes, Speaker, sir. The notice regarding this matter has already been given this morning.
They'll be examined and you'll know about it. Now, papers to be laid on the table.
Papers to be laid on the table. During the session period, a number of documents, reports, papers, etc. are to be laid on the houses of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha every day for the information use. These papers are not printed along with the daily proceedings of the house. These authentic papers are maintained separately. These papers are God-bound and arranged systematically under the series called LT papers.
Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Shri Chaitanyeshwarji.
Honorable Speaker, sir, with your permission, I would like to lay down the papers regarding the activities, achievements and challenges faced in the field of healthcare and family welfare. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Finance, Srimati Claire Sergi.
Honorable Speaker, I ask to lay on the table copy of the paper related to economic survey analysis of the country's economic performance, growth prospects and policy recommendations.
Honorable Minister of Education, Shri Piyush Ji.
Honorable Speaker, I request your permission to lay a statement of objectives, provisions and implementation plan of a newly formulated education policy. Thank you.
Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Shri Hanji.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I seek your permission to lay certain papers on the table of the House updates on India's diplomatic relations with other countries, upcoming visits, agreements, and many other significant developments. Thank you.
Honorable members, I would like to express my gratitude to all the members who have laid their statements, reports, and ideas today. Your contributions will greatly aid the House in its deliberations and decision-making process. Now, the House is adjourned for today and will resume tomorrow. Dhanyavad.
Mahodaya ji.
Message from Upper Chamber. The Secretary General may now report the message from the Upper Chamber of the House.
Madam Speaker, I have to report you the following message received from the Secretary General of the Upper Chamber of the Youth Parliament. Is that the Bill for Regulation of Sports Bodies 2023, which has been passed in the last session, has been rectified and is ready to be sent for the President's approval. Thank you.
Welcoming the foreign delegation. Honorable members, I have to make an important announcement. On my own behalf and on behalf of the honorable members of the House, I have great pleasure in extending a warm and hearty welcome to the honorable members present, the members of the French National Assembly and the Defense Minister of the French Republic from the French Parliament delegation who are on a visit to India as our honored guests. The delegation arrived on 20th November 2023. They are now seated in the special box. We wish them a happy and comfortable stay in our country. Calling attention motion. Motion is a procedural device or a procedure through which questions or a discussion with respect to India's constituency or progress or government's affairs can be raised in the House on a matter of general public interest. The ministers or a member can initiate the process of a debate by making a motion. One of them is calling attention motion. This concept is of Indian origin. The most important point here is that calling attention motion gives the members an opportunity to let the people know about the inadequacies of any kind of governmental action on a matter of public importance. Now let us take up the calling attention motion. Shri Dheeraj ji, please call the attention of the minister.
Madam Speaker, I plead to call upon the attention of Minister of Road Transport and Highways. Madam Speaker, will the Minister of Road Transport and Highways be pleased to state the present status of the Hyderabad ORR project, the time by which the said project is likely to be completed, and whether the cost for the land for this purpose is borne by the union government like other projects in other states, and if so, the details thereof. Thank you.
Deputy Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Shri Guru Saket Ji.
Honorable Madam Speaker, our government is very determined to construct the regional outer ring road for Hyderabad. This project has two components, namely the northern part and the southern part. The northern part includes Shadnagar, Sangareddy, Narsapur, Tuparangajwel, Pranapur, Jagadevpur, Bhaugar and Chautappal. This project is included under Bharatmala Phase 1 with undertaking and willingness from the state government for bearing and obstructing utilities and sharing 50% of the land acquisition LA cost. Eloquence and LA plan stands approved. Matter has been taken up with the state government to come up with a firm proposal and proper mechanism to deposit the committed 50%. And Madam Speaker, I want to clearly mention this point that timelines of this project shall depend upon the response of the state government in depositing the committed 50%. The southern part includes Shadnagar, Chautappal, Sangareddy. The work of preparation of detailed project report has been taken up and we will complete this project by 2030 if the state government supports us. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, our state will always support central government in development matters. Honorable Minister explains about Hyderabad Regional Ring Road Plan, but government did not allocate a single rupee to the project. Last week, Prime Minister went to Bengaluru. He gave 1500 crores to Bengaluru Metro, but till date, central government did not give a single penny to the project. If the traffic of Hyderabad high-density corridors does not qualify for a metro rail project and Hyderabad Regional Ring Road, I wonder how a number of small cities located in UP like Varanasi, Meerut, Prayag and Kanpur located in their favored states get qualified. This is nothing but pure discrimination and stepmotherly treatment to Hyderabad and Telangana. అసలు ఇదేం న్యాయం అధ్యక్ష?
Adhiksha, almost 570 crore rupees. Almost 570 crore rupees are allocated for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And we will use this money to improve the road conditions and connect popular tourist places to boost the economy. ఇంకా అధ్యక్ష, నేను మా ప్రభుత్వం మన దేశం కూడా నమ్మింది సబ్కా సాత్ సబ్కా వికాస్ అండ్ we are not discriminating anyone here.
Madam Speaker, the central government is constructing 34,800 kilometers of road network under the Bharatmala program. In that, Telangana share is only 900 kilometers. On the other hand, UP share is 2,100 kilometers, Rajasthan is 2,400 kilometers, Maharashtra is 2,100 kilometers, even Haryana, which is considerably smaller state than Telangana, has 1,400 kilometers of share, while Telangana has only 900 kilometers of share. Adhyaksha, nenu Palamina, Pulamina, Pani chesina, కష్టపడ్డా ఎంపీ అయినా మా దేవుడు మా సీఎం ఆయన దయతోను నేను నా రాష్ట్రం ఈ స్థాయికి ఎదిగితే వీళ్ళు మాకు చేసేది ఇదేనా?
అధ్యక్ష, ఆయన పాలమ్మ పూలమ్మారు రేపు మాకు తన రాష్ట్రాన్ని కూడా అమ్మేస్తారు. ఇంకా అధ్యక్ష, why do they compare UP with Telangana? UP population is almost 25 crores, but Telangana is only about 4 crores. So obviously the allocation will be more for UP. But కానీ అధ్యక్ష, మేము ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ని 2030 కల్లా ఫినిష్ చేస్తాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Introduction of Legislative Business Bill. A bill is a proposal for a new law or a proposal to significantly change an existing law. A bill does not become law until it is passed by the legislature and has been, in most cases, approved by the executive. Once a bill has been enacted into law by the legislature, it is called an act of the legislature or a statute. Bills are introduced in the legislature and are discussed, debated, and then voted upon. Bills have to be passed in both the houses, then should get approval from the President, and then the bills become laws.
Now, the Honorable Minister of Finance will present the budget for the year 2023-24.
Madam Speaker, I plead to give permission to introduce the budget for 2023-24.
Yes, Minister, please present the budget.
I now stand here to present the budget for the year 2023-24. This budget hopes to build on the foundation laid in the previous budget and the blueprint drawn for India at 100. We envision a prosperous and inclusive India in which the fruits of development reach all regions and citizens, especially our youth, women, farmers, OBCs, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. In the 75th year of our independence, the world has recognized the Indian economy as a bright star. Our current year's economic growth is estimated to be at 7%. It is notable that this is the highest among all the major economies. This is in spite of the massive slowdown globally caused by COVID-19 and a war. The Indian economy is therefore on the right track and despite a time of challenges, heading towards a bright future. The efficient implementation of many schemes with universalization of targeted benefits has resulted in inclusive development. The budget adopts the following 7 priorities. They complement each other and act as the Saptarishi guiding us through the Amrit Kal. Inclusive development, reaching the last mile, infrastructure and investment, unleashing the potential, green growth, youth power and financial sector. Madam Speaker, Atmanirbhar Clean Plan Program with an outlay of Rs 2,200 crore to be launched to boost availability of disease-free quality planting material for high-value horticultural crops. 157 new nursing colleges to be established in co-location with the existing 157 medical colleges established since 2014. Center to recruit 38,800 teachers and support staff for the 740 Ekalavya model residential schools serving 3.5 lakh tribal students over the next 3 years. Outlay for PM Awas Yojana is being enhanced by 66% to over Rs 79,000 crores. Madam Speaker, capital outlay of Rs 2.4 lakh crore has been provided for the railways, which is the highest ever outlay and about 9 times the outlay made in 2013-14. Center to facilitate 1 crore farmers to adopt natural farming over the next 3 years. For this, 10,000 bio-input research centers to be set up, creating a national level distributed micro-fertilizer and pesticide manufacturing work. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana 4.0 to be launched to skill lakhs of youth within the next 3 years, covering new age courses of industry 4.0 like coding, AI, robotics, mechatronics, IoT, 3D printing, drones and soft skills. 30 Skill India International Centers to be set up to skill youth for international opportunities. Thank you.
I request the Honorable Prime Minister and Home Minister to make their statements.
Honorable Speaker, this budget will establish India as a leading player in the global green energy market. I invite all the stakeholders associated with the energy world to invest in India. First budget of Amrit Kal will build a strong foundation for developing India. This budget will also fulfill the dreams of aspirational society like the poor people, the middle class people and the backbone of our country, the farmers. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, the budget 2023 brought by the government is a budget that lays a strong foundation for Amrit Kal. I am sure that this all-inclusive and visionary budget will give further impetus to the resolve of the government to make a self-reliant India, taking each and every section along.
Anyone from the opposition, please make your statement.
Madam Speaker, for me, something does not add up in this budget. Because you said that they will spend a lot of money on government capital expenditure. It is both good and bad. It is good because it's a good quality expenditure. Unlike that Papeshwar May's buffalo business, it's a bad expenditure because where is that money coming from? It's coming from Manrega cards. न्याय किदाई के बिल्ला है सर, किदाई के बिल्ला है.
MP Lakshmi Sahasra declared the budget callous. She accused the government of betraying the expectations of the majority and disconnecting it from the real-life concerns of people regarding their livelihood and the widening wealth gap between the rich and poor.
Honorable Minister of Finance to introduce the bill.
Madam Speaker, I plead to move for leave to introduce the budget 2023-24.
The question is that leave be granted to introduce a bill. Those who are in favor will please say aye.
Aye.
Those who are against it, please say no.
No.
I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Bill is granted.
Private members' resolution. Bills introduced or moved for consideration and passing by any member other than a minister with two houses, whether he or she belongs to the ruling party or parties or opposition parties or groups, constituting private members in a state of business.
Now, the House will take up the private members' resolution. Mr. Ritesh, please move the resolution.
Madam Speaker, I move the following resolution. This House recommends that the government should take steps to combat effectively the spreading menace of drugs and narcotics, make institutional arrangements for the rehabilitation of drug addicts. Madam Speaker, drug addiction is one of the greatest problems confronting our country today. This is not only the exclusive phenomena in big cities, but also now excessive in small towns and villages. The great tragedy is that even the young children are not being spared. Even the young children, Madam Speaker, the young children. I feel that the main reason for increase in drugs within our country is that it has become a center for international drug trafficking. There is a lot of money involved and big guns are in the field. It is tragic to know that in their greed to make money, these criminal people do not even hesitate to ruin the lives of others. Therefore, I would like to place my following suggestions before the government. Firstly, the menace should be combated by the Ministers of Finance, Home Affairs, Welfare, Law and Health. Secondly, the existing penalty under the law is too less. Considering the damage these people do to the society, we must produce some really deterrent punishment. Rupees 2 lakh penalty or a few years jail sentence is not enough. Thirdly, the Ministry of Home Affairs should ensure that drugs are no more smuggled in our country through international borders, and the local police forces should be made to take this issue seriously. Thank you.
Ms. Tanushri.
Madam Speaker, I rise to support the resolution moved by the learned member. Through you, I would like to congratulate him for having brought forward this resolution. I especially agree with him that the punishment is too less. I think there should be summary justice. Yes, I do feel like one can even forgive a smuggler of gold or a thief, but I don't think anyone can forgive a drug peddler. Madam, when some spoil the health and some spoil the wealth, I think the drug pusher spoils health, wealth and character. I also agree with the Honourable Member who has introduced this resolution that the government should coordinate action against drugs by involving number of ministries. With these words, I support the resolution. Thank you.
Shri Rohan. Madam Speaker, with this very outset, I thank Sri Ritesh for bringing into focus through this resolution the enormity of the problem of drug addiction, which, as he rightly said, saps the vitality of our society. As time allotted for this debate is running out, I will not take much time of the House. I would like to put forward two suggestions. One is that government should recognize the problem organization should be sought. More counseling centers run by voluntary organizations should be set up. Secondly, I would like to refer to what Sri Ritesh said about the role of the media. I would like to strike a note of caution here that overzealousness on the part of the media may only help to tempt more people to take drugs. Rather, it has to be a selective and imaginative publicity that will really help us to attain the desired results. Madam Speaker, I must also say one more thing about the spread of this menace. There are four categories of persons who are involved: the producer, the transporter, the street peddler, and lastly, the actual consumer. Normally, it is only the peddler who is apprehended, tried, and also punished. The other two, namely the producer and the transporter, are allowed to go scot-free because they are well hidden. They are the big guns who should be punished. Only then this problem could be controlled till some extent. With these words, I once again express my gratitude to Sri Ritesh, who has drawn up pointed attention towards this problem. And I am sure the government would look into this problem with the gravity it deserves. Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare.
Madam Speaker, first of all, I would like to congratulate the mover of the resolution, Shri Ritesh ji, as well as the other honorable members who have spoken on the resolution for focusing at the altar of the public opinion, which has the potential to disrupt the social fabric of our country. Madam Speaker, with your permission, I would like to submit the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Act 1985. Madam Speaker, this act enhances a rigorous imprisonment from 10 to 20 years and a fine of rupees 2 lakh for the first time. Also, more narcotics and drugs have been seized compared to the total figure of 1985. This has been due to the stricter enforcement of the act. Also, special drives have been launched by Delhi and Bombay police. In 1984, 248 persons were arrested, and in 1985, after the act was passed, 1,300 persons were arrested and prosecuted. Madam Speaker, coming to the health side, the facilities for the de-addicts have been inadequate. Also, one of the important fact of the section 17 of the act is that it imposes the responsibility on the government to set up these de-addiction centers. To start with, these de-addiction centers will be set up in 4 metropolitan cities at Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai, and also in Impal, Varanasi and Chandigarh. Madam Speaker, I would like to call upon the people of the country to start mass movements. Also, movements involving students, youth and other organizations to come forward and help the government fighting the scourge of the drug abuse, which has the potential to disrupt the social fabric of our country. Madam Speaker, in view of the efforts undertaken, I request Shri Ritesh ji to withdraw his resolution. Dhanyawad.
Shri Ritesh.
Madam Speaker, I am thankful for the honourable members for lending support for my resolution. In view of the assurance given by the honourable minister, the law has already been enacted. I hope the government will take stringent measures to eliminate this problem in our country. Therefore, I may be allowed to withdraw my resolution.
Has the honourable member leave of the House withdrawn his resolution?
Yes.
The resolution by leave of the House is withdrawn.
No confidence motion. A no confidence motion is a statement or vote about whether a person in a position of responsibility, like in government or management, is still deemed fit to hold that position, such as because they are inadequate in some aspects, fail to carry out their obligations, or make decisions that other members feel to be detrimental. The parliamentary motion demonstrates the head of government that the elected parliament either has or no longer has confidence in one or more members of the elected government. Post 1947, in the history of different Indian governments, 27 no confidence motions have been witnessed, out of which this government is facing its second no confidence motion in its 2 terms.
I would like to inform the House that permission be granted for the proposal made by Yogveer. The proposal states that the opposition lacks belief in the cabinet. Yogveer, please obtain permission.
అధ్యక్ష, మణిపూర్లో మన చాలా దారుణమైన సంఘటన జరిగింది. సంఖ్యల రూపంలో మేము ముందుకు తీసుకురావాలంటే అధ్యక్ష 200 మంది చనిపోయారు అధ్యక్ష. 5,000 ఇళ్ళు తగలబడిపోయారు అధ్యక్ష. 60,000 మంది దారుణ స్థితిలో రిలీఫ్ క్యాంపులో తలదాచుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది అధ్యక్ష. ధర్నాలు చేసే వాళ్ళ మీదేమో 6,500 ఎఫ్ఐఆర్ నమోదు చేశారు అధ్యక్ష. ఈ దారుణమైన పరిస్థితిని సాక్ష్యంగా తీసుకుని నేను మన దేశ ప్రధానమంత్రి గారిని ఆయన నాయకత్వ అసమర్థత అంగీకరించాలని డిమాండ్ చేస్తున్నాను అధ్యక్ష. ఈరోజు అధ్యక్ష 50 మంది ఎంపీల మద్దతుతో, మీకు తెలిసిన విషయం, మా ఎంపీలు కూడా అప్పుడప్పుడు రాదు, కానీ ఈరోజు అధ్యక్ష 50 మంది ఎంపీల మద్దతుతో అవిశ్వాస తీర్మానం తీసుకొద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాం అధ్యక్ష. దానికి కారణం ఒకటే, మణిపూర్ విషయంలో మన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారి మౌనాన్ని ఖండించడానికి మాత్రమే ఈరోజు అవిశ్వాస తీర్మానం తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది అధ్యక్ష. నా దగ్గర కొన్ని ప్రశ్నలు ఉన్నాయి అధ్యక్ష మన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారి కోసం. ముందుగా, మణిపూర్కి మన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు ఎందుకు వెళ్ళారు అధ్యక్ష? మన హోమ్ మినిస్టర్ గారు వెళ్ళారు, మణిపూర్ సీఎం గారు వెళ్ళారు, మా అపోజిషన్ ఎంపీలు కూడా వెళ్ళారు అధ్యక్ష. మా అపోజిషన్ ఎంపీలు ఆయన ఎందుకు వెళ్ళారు? పైగా ఇప్పటి వరకు కూడా ఆయన నోట్లోంచి సానుభూతితో కూడిన ఒక్క పదం కూడా వెలువడలేదు. ఎందుకని ప్రశ్నిస్తున్నాను నేను. ఆయన మినిస్టర్ లేదా అంటున్నారు, మేము మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. మీరు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, మేము మాట్లాడేది అనట్లేదు. కానీ ఒక ప్రధానమంత్రి మాట్లాడే మాటల యొక్క ప్రభావానికి, ఒక మినిస్టర్ మాట్లాడే మాటల యొక్క ప్రభావానికి చాలా తేడా ఉంది. అదందరూ అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. తర్వాత ఇప్పటి వరకు కూడా మణిపూర్ సీఎం గారిని మన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు ఎందుకు తీసలేదు అధ్యక్ష? ఏం చేస్తున్నారు ఆయన? మొన్న ఎలక్షన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఉత్తరాఖండ్లో, గుజరాత్లో, త్రిపురలో ఆయనకి ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టు సీఎం అని మార్చారు. ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకు చేయట్లేదు? ఈ క్షణం మణిపూర్ అనేది డివైడ్ అయింది అధ్యక్ష. అంటే మన దేశం కూడా డివైడ్ అయింది. మార్టిన్ లూథర్ కింగ్ జూనియర్ ఒకటి చెప్పారు, ఇంజస్టిస్ ఎనీవేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ థ్రెట్ టు జస్టిస్ ఎవ్రీవేర్. అది నేను బలంగా నమ్ముతున్నాను. ఈ క్షణం మణిపూర్ తగలబడుతుంది అధ్యక్ష. అంటే మన భారతదేశ వ్యవస్థ కూడా కుంటుపడుతుంది. మేము డిమాండ్ చేసాం అధ్యక్ష, ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు సభకు వచ్చి మణిపూర్ విషయం మీద చర్చించారని. కానీ ఆయన ఏమో మనోర్థం చేస్తున్నారు. నేను లోక్సభలో మాట్లాడను, రాజ్యసభలో మాట్లాడను, కంకణం కట్టు కూర్చున్నారు. ఆయనకు అంత ఎక్కువ నాకు లెక్కలేనంత ఉంది. కానీ ఎక్కడ చూపించాలో అక్కడ చూపించాలి. ఈరోజు అధ్యక్ష అందుకే అవిశ్వాస తీర్మానం తీసుకురావడానికి కూడా కారణం ఇది అధ్యక్ష. మణిపూర్లో ఉన్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి మాకు న్యాయం కావాలి. వీఆర్ లివింగ్ ఇన్ ఎ సొసైటీ. ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి భయం, బాధ్యత ఉండాలి. కానీ మన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు ఆ భయాన్ని ప్రజలకి, బాధ్యతని మాకు ఇస్తున్నారు. అడిగే వాళ్ళు లేరనుకుంటున్నారేమో. మేము ఉన్నాం, ఉంటాం, ఉంటూనే ఉంటాం. ధన్యవాదాలు.
అధ్యక్ష, ముందుగా ఇచ్చే నేను మీకు ఒకటి చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నాను అధ్యక్ష. ఏంటంటే అధ్యక్ష, నా కృతజ్ఞతలు అధ్యక్ష. ఎందుకంటే అధ్యక్ష, మన లోక్సభ నన్ను ఒక ఎంపీగా ఉంచినందుకు అధ్యక్ష. ఈరోజు టుడే ఆజ్ నా అక్క చెల్లెల్లో నా తమ్ముడు, ముఖ్యంగా నా రూలింగ్ పార్టీలో ఉన్న మిత్రుడు నన్ను చూసి భయపడక్కర్లేదు, బాధపడక్కర్లేదు, చింతించక్కర్లేదు. ఎందుకంటే ఈరోజు నా స్పీచ్ అదాని గురించి కాదు, అంబానీ గురించి కాదు, అక్కడ కూర్చున్నారే మన పెద్ద మనిషి, మన పిఎం గారి గురించి. ఈరోజు నేను నా మనసారా మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటున్నాను అధ్యక్ష. ఐ వోంట్ లాంచ్ ఫేస్ అటాక్ ఆన్ ది గవర్నమెంట్ లైక్ యూ ఆల్వేస్ డూ. మన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారికి, అదే మన పిఎం గారికి, మణిపూర్ అంటే ఇండియా కాదు, ఇండియా అంటే మణిపూర్ కాదు. నిన్న మొన్న నేను మణిపూర్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అధ్యక్ష, మన పిఎం గారు అక్కడికి రాలేదు. ఎందుకు? మన హోమ్ మినిస్టర్ వెళ్ళాడు, మన అపోజిషన్ ఎంపీ వెళ్ళాడు, ఆఖరికి నా పిఏ ఫ్యామిలీతో ట్రిప్ వెళ్తానే మణిపూర్ పంపించారు. నా పిఏ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు పిఎం ఎందుకు వెళ్ళలేదు అధ్యక్ష? ఎందుకంటే ఆయనకి మణిపూర్ అంటే ఇండియా కాదు, అక్కడ మణిపూర్. నా అక్క చెల్లెలు అన్న తమ్ముడు చాలా బాధపడుతున్నారు అధ్యక్ష, చాలా బాధపడుతున్నారు. చెల్లెమ్మా నేను నీకోసం మాట్లాడుతాను, టీవీ చూస్తున్నావా? भारत एक आवाज है, भारत हमारी जनता की एक आवाज है. उस आवाज की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की. You are happily watching a spectacle by allowing the people of Manipur to kill each other. I want the PM to explain why his government could not rise up at the politics of caste and religion and not bring peace to the people of Manipur. మాట్లాడాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాం. ఆయన ఏమో మాట్లాడమంటే మౌనవ్రతం చేస్తున్నాడు, మౌనవ్రతం చేస్తున్నాడు అధ్యక్ష, మౌనవ్రతం చేస్తున్నాడు. మౌనవ్రతంతో పాటు ఉపవాసం కూడా చేస్తే నెక్స్ట్ టైం పిఎం అవుతారేమో అధ్యక్ష. మణిపూర్ ప్రజలకి శాంతి రాదు. राम ने रावण को नहीं मारा है, रावण के अहंकार ने खुद को मारा है. धन्यवाद.
जो लोग इस अविश्वास प्रस्ताव को मानते हैं अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं. मैं इस विश्वास के अभाव को प्रारंभ करने की अनुमति देती हूँ.
Madam Speaker, India is not corrupt. India believes in merit, but not in dynasty. Today of all the days, we told British to quit India, quit dynasty. Only then, India will become a corruption-free country. Thank you.
मैडम स्पीकर जी, बहुत ही अच्छा है ऑपोजिशन साइड का भाषण, बहुत ही अच्छा है ऑपोजिशन साइड का भाषण, पर बद्री जी कर रहे हैं मजबूत भारत नेशन. पवनदेव जी और योगवीर जी, अब आप लाओ उल्टा सीधा मोशन. पवनदेव जी और योगवीर जी, अब आप लाओ उल्टा पवनदेव जी और योगवीर जी, फीका पड़ गया आपका प्रहार. पवनदेव जी और योगवीर जी, फीका पड़ गया आपका प्रहार. तोड़ ना पाएंगे आप हमारी सरकार. धन्यवाद.
व्यक्ति, महिला या बच्चे के ऊपर किसी भी प्रकार का दुर्व्यवहार होता है तो मैं समझती हूँ कि वो बहुत दुर्भाग्यहीन स्थिति है. हमारे देश में महिलाओं के ऊपर जिस प्रकार के अत्याचार छत्तीसगढ़, राजस्थान, तेलंगाना और पश्चिम बंगाल में हो रहे हैं, वो भी उतना ही दुर्भाग्यहीन है जितना मणिपुर में है.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, आज मणिपुर चल रहा है. इसी मणिपुर के बारे में हम चर्चा करने आए हैं. प्रधानमंत्री जी और रूलिंग पार्टी मेंबर बाकी स्टेट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. मणिपुर के बारे में क्यों नहीं बात कर रहे अध्यक्षा, क्यों नहीं बात कर रहे?
Madam Speaker, we are ready for discussion. We are ready to talk. We want to highlight what is happening in Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Manipur. We are concerned about what is happening in our country. We want the state governments of those states to be accountable for their actions. This is not a matter to be politicized. This is a matter of our conscience. संवेदनशील विषय है. आप तो सिर्फ व्यर्थ की बात कह रहे हैं. अगर पॉइंट हो तो हम चर्चा शुरू करेंगे. Madam Speaker, what is the point in having a discussion if they are not ready to listen to us?
Leader of the House, with due respect, but Manipur has a genocidal impact. So the discussion should be on Manipur. Petrol ధరలైతే పెంచారు అధ్యక్ష, కానీ మన పిఎం దగ్గర అది కొనడానికి కూడా డబ్బులు లేవు అధ్యక్ష. వెళ్ళమనండి అధ్యక్ష, మన పిఎం ని మణిపూర్ వెళ్ళమనండి.
Madam Speaker,
आर्टिकल 270 और आर्टिकल 176 के हिसाब से 50 लोग अगर अविश्वास प्रस्ताव पे चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार है, तो आप मणिपुर मुद्दा पे बात करने के लिए तैयार क्यों नहीं है? क्यों बद्री साहब बात नहीं करते?
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया, पहले मैं इस सदन को बता देना चाहता हूं कि मैंने दोनों विपक्ष के नेताओं को पत्र लिखा है कि जितनी भी लंबी चर्चा करनी हो, मैं उसके लिए तैयार हूँ। ना ही हमारी सरकार को किसी बात का डर है और ना ही हमें कुछ छिपाना है। जिसको भी मणिपुर पर जवाब चाहिए, कृपया मेरी बात सुनिए। महोदया, एक भ्रांति देश भर की जनता के सामने यह बात फैला दी गई है कि हमारी सरकार मणिपुर पर चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। यह झूठ है महोदया, सरासर झूठ। मैं विपक्ष की बात से सहमत हूँ कि वहाँ पे हिंसा का तांडव हुआ है, जिससे कोई भी सहमत नहीं हो सकता। ऐसी स्थितियाँ शर्मनाक तो है, पर इन पर राजनीति करना ये तो और भी शर्मनाक है।
क्या बात कर रहे हो? मणिपुर को इंसाफ चाहिए, मणिपुर को इंसाफ चाहिए, मणिपुर को इंसाफ चाहिए, मणिपुर को इंसाफ चाहिए।
Let the Home Minister speak, please.
6 साल से हमारी पार्टी मणिपुर में है और इन 6 सालों में हमें कर्फ्यू कभी भी लगाना नहीं पड़ा। उग्रवादी हिंसा भी लगभग खत्म ही हो गई है। म्यांमार की बात करी जाए तो वहाँ पे सत्ता परिवर्तन आया और वहाँ पर डेमोक्रेसी गिर गई थी, यानी कि वहाँ पर मिलिट्री का शासन आया था। ये मिलिट्री का शासन डिक्टेटरशिप होने वाला था। जो लोग इस डिक्टेटरशिप से बचना चाहते थे, वे मणिपुर और मिजोरम के जंगलों में आकर बस गए। जब मणिपुर के लोगों ने ये देखा तो वे डर गए। हमारी सरकार ने जब इस स्थिति को देखा, यानी कि 2022 में हमने तुरंत गृह मंत्रालय में यह निर्णय ले लिया कि हम भारत और म्यांमार के बीच में बॉर्डर बनाएंगे। अब तक 10 किलोमीटर की बॉर्डर बन चुकी है, 7 किलोमीटर के लिए काम चल रहा है और 600 किलोमीटर के लिए सर्वे चल रहा है। जो लोग देश में घुस आए थे, हमने उनका थंब और इम्प्रेशन लिया है और उन्हें आधार कार्ड के लिए नेगेटिव लिस्ट में डाल दिया है। मणिपुर में पहले से ही 140 सीआरपीएफ की टीम स्थित है और गृह मंत्रालय ने निर्णय लिया है कि हम और 50 सीआरपीएफ टीम वहां पर भेजेंगे। मणिपुर में पहले जो भी महिलाओं के साथ हो रहा था और जो भी इस दंगे फसाद के शिकार हुए थे, उनके इंसाफ के लिए सीबीआई की टीम ने 53 सीबीआई ऑफिशियल्स का एक समूह भेजा है जो इस स्थिति के लिए जानकारी इकट्ठा करेंगे। भारत को इस स्थिति से मुक्ति जरूर मिलेगी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में उनका यही रवैया चल रहा था, लेकिन मैं मेरे पूरे आशाओं से पिछले 9 साल से कह सकता हूं कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट हमारे लिए जिगर का टुकड़ा है। सदन के नेता के नाते मैंने 2018 में हमारे विपक्ष को एक काम दिया था कि 2023 में अविश्वास प्रस्ताव लेके आइएगा, और वो लाए। इसे मैं सम्मान करता हूँ, लेकिन मुझे दुख इस बात का है कि 2018 के बाद 2023 में 5 साल मिले। 5 साल कोई क्रिएटिविटी नहीं है, कोई इनोवेशन नहीं है। देश को बहुत निराश किया है इन्होंने। मणिपुर के बारे में जी ठीक है। जब मणिपुर में उग्रवादी संगठनों यानी टेररिस्ट ग्रुपों का राज चल रहा था, तब सरकार किसकी थी? विपक्ष की। तब सरकार विपक्ष की थी।
बद्री हटाओ देश बचाओ, बद्री हटाओ देश बचाओ, बद्री हटाओ देश बचाओ, बद्री हटाओ देश बचाओ।
कुछ भी उल्टा सीधा बात करते हो। बद्री जी को हटाओ, देश को बचाओ।
आप सुनना चाहते थे ना पीएम की बात, अब सुनिए।
जब मणिपुर में यह निर्णय लिया गया था कि मणिपुर के स्कूलों में राष्ट्रगान नहीं गाने देंगे, तब सरकार किसकी थी? विपक्ष की। तब भी सरकार विपक्ष की थी। जब मणिपुर के सरकारी दफ्तरों में यह निर्णय लिया गया था कि महात्मा गांधी की फोटो नहीं लगाने देंगे, तब सरकार किसकी थी? विपक्ष की। तब भी सरकार विपक्ष की थी महोदया। और हमारे सरकार ने हमारे देश को क्या दिया है? हमारे सरकार ने हमारे देश को G20 के माध्यम से सच्चे मित्र दिए हैं जो हमारे कठिन समस्याओं में हमारे मदद करेंगे। हमने हमारे देश को यह वादा भी दिया है कि हम हमारे देश को 3 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी के पास लेके जाएंगे। और अच्छे विपक्ष होने के नाते आपको हमारे साथ क्या करना चाहिए, हमें पूछताछ करना चाहिए कि अच्छा बद्री जी बताइए आप 3 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी कैसे लाएंगे, ये भी हमें ही सिखाना पड़ेगा। मणिपुर में जो हुआ है वह बहुत दुखपूर्ण है, लेकिन हमारे देश ने मणिपुर से भी ज्यादा गंभीर समस्याएं देखी हैं और सुलझाई भी हैं। इसलिए हमें मणिपुर के दर्द को समझकर उसकी दवाई बनकर काम करना चाहिए। लेकिन हमारे विपक्ष का यही मंत्र है, अब शब्द बोलो भाग जाओ, कूड़ा कचरा फेंको भाग जाओ, अविश्वास प्रस्ताव लेके आओ भाग जाओ। अविश्वास प्रस्ताव लेके आकर अच्छे मुद्दों से अच्छे प्रहार करके हमारे सरकार को तोड़ने का आपके पास उपाय था, लेकिन गुड़ का गोबर कैसे करना इन्हें अच्छे से आता है। आखिरी में यही कहना चाहता हूं कि 2043 में हिंदुस्तान विकसित हिंदुस्तान होगा, भारत विकसित भारत। मेरे देशवासियों ये जरूर होगा और ये देशवासियों के परिश्रम से होगा, देशवासियों के विश्वास से होगा। धन्यवाद।
I put the proposal presented by Yogveer ji for voting in this assembly. The question is that whether the assembly puts upon a no confidence motion against the cabinet. Those who are in favor will please say aye. Aye. Those who are against it, please.
The noes have it, the noes have it. The no confidence motion remains defeated. वोटिंग की प्रक्रिया प्रारंभ करते हैं अब। Here we come to the end of no confidence motion. With this, to the end of Youth Parliament session at Genesis Olympus. This is an effort to make the youngsters realize the importance of politics, parliamentary procedures, and ambition for India that is not corrupt. For India that believes in merit but not in dynasty. For India which is generous and compassionate. For India which is selfless, sustainable, and equitable. We hope you all enjoyed the session.
A splendid and information session put up by our students. Your hard work and dedication needs a huge round of applause. We sincerely wish and look forward for a great and able leader amongst you. May this event be a beacon of inspiration, sparking the flame of leadership in each participant, and may it resonate as a testament to the power of youth in shaping a brighter tomorrow. We are truly honored to have our chief guest, Mr. Shashidran sir, in our midst on this special occasion. Sir, your presence has added immense joy and significance to our event. I now request our honorable guest, Mr. Shashidran sir, to speak a few words on this event.
Good morning to all. Most respected directors of this Vidyalaya, this school, principal, teachers, parents, and students, and the last young parliamentarians. Once again, good morning to all. I'm a little confused from where to start, because my past experience in conducting youth parliament, I would like to present in front of you little bit. In every school we select 5 schools every year and take one teacher from each Vidyalaya and they send for training in all India level. Normally they send to Delhi or some place in And from parliament itself, one person comes, an officer, deputy secretary level, and he trained the teachers about script writing, presentation, arrangement, judgment. So all this training do at national level. And teachers equip fully how to write script and what should be included, what should not be included. All these things explained. And every year it goes. Okay. Then we conduct regional level, state level competitions. Once state level competition is over, then zonal level. There are 4 zones in India. Then national level. Then after national level, when he selected, we present in Delhi in front of all the MPs and most of the ministers. So this is a normal procedure. Now today, I don't know whether the teacher who was involved, undergone training, I do not know. YouTube may be the source, whatever it may be. As far as first I would like to take the script. Script as written excellently, very well. There is no doubt in that. It is my experience. Script is very good. So what are some elements are there that I am not going to explain now. Because the listed items, what are all needed, the sequence as it is presented. And the students, very excellent. I have to appreciate the teachers who selected the students because the way they presented, it is not appears that they by-hearted and presented. I think more than 10 to 15 times you would have made the rehearsals. I could make out because the rehearsal made them perfect. It is not appears to be a melodrama or role play. They are presenting as though they are really member of parliament. Congratulations students, your presentation excellent, there is no doubt. Not even one student make any mistake in their dialogue delivery. Very fluent, language is very good, whether Hindi, English or Telugu, all are very fluent in their speaking and presentation. Over and above their expression, as it is their MP. I fear all these people goes to as a member of parliament, to the parliament, what will happen? Of course, it is not possible because for this constituency only one can go. You all cannot go. Okay, anyway, presentation is very good, excellent, dialogue delivery good, everything is good. If I want to give prize to announce, I cannot announce because all are equally competent. And very good selection of students, very good practice, very good presentation, excellent, there is no doubt in that. Now, do you want some suggestions? Because being it's the first time you are presenting, and I have got more than 100 or more, I would have witnessed this type of program, I can give suggestions positive only, don't take it negative. First, this arrangement must be in shoe shape, horseshoe shape, that is what you call. And what is the difference between the floor color in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha? Floor color, the floor color. The carpet is red in Rajya Sabha, green in Lok Sabha. So bono hai. Okay, and one more thing before forgetting, I have to tell the makeup. Nobody has done. As it is your real. And my parliament में कोई makeup करके डाल जाता है क्या? Nobody goes. As it is real, it is. It should be like that only because I have seen in Kendriya Vidyalaya, in part they'll the way wig rakega, moonch rakega, all these things. It is nothing is there. As the real you have come. That's also we have to appreciate the teachers, those who are behind the screen worked. Thank you, madam. Because there is no cartoon type of presentation. All are realities that you have to appreciate. And let us take the sequence of the programs. Some suggestions I am telling. If you don't mind, sir, I would like to express. So it is not a criticism, it is only suggestions. like arrangement, carpet. Then oath taking. Always oath taking should be facing towards the speaker. Okay. And oath or affirmation you are telling. What is the difference between these two? What is oath and what is affirmation? You are telling, you are asking the speaker is asking, the Secretary General is asking, you want to take oath, affirmation. What is the difference between two? So these are the things you have to learn. Oath is in the name of God. Okay. Affirmation, non-religious thing. It's not in the case of, suppose some atheist is coming, they are not believing in God. They also have to take oath, no? They will not tell about the God. That is affirmation. Okay, like that, so many things are there. This type of program we are normally organizing in government or private, whatever body. We are organizing mainly to make a citizen learning. You have to learn so many things. It may not be in the syllabus. I will tell you, 80% of successful life not from textbook syllabus. Textbook syllabus helps only 20% of success. Remaining 80%, though activities whatever is taking place in the school, it will develop knowingly or unknowingly, develop life skills. These life skills will lead you in the future all the success of your life. So this is a program I should appreciate the management organizing this type of programs. Okay, some more questions I will ask. What is the difference between Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha? Okay, the MPs, Member of Parliament of Rajya Sabha is from the selected by MLAs. They are representatives of state selected by MLAs. Of course, there are 250 Rajya Sabha MPs, out of that 12 nominated by the President, remaining from the concerned state. How many MPs are there in Parliament? 550 maximum. Now it is 543. Okay? Okay, now MPs are elected by people of the constituency. There is a difference between constituency of assembly as well as Lok Sabha constituency. Now, what type of election is going on in Telangana? Is it a member of a parliament election or assembly election? Assembly election, definitely. That constituency is different. So, okay, similarly, there are so many things to learn from this type of programs. Oath taking, I told. Obituary. We never refer the real. Script writing, those are people remember. We don't write real person's name will not reflect in the mock youth parliamentary regarding the obituary. That part you have to take in. And moreover, we will not take the real politics into this. Real politics you should not take into the mock parliament because it will create criticism from the public. Because you are not BJP, you are not Congress, you are not DRS, you are not coming under any political platform. You are the students. When the students are taking, normally we don't imitate the things of the real MPs. The script is written from the point of learning purpose. Okay, this part and all, the first time we are conducting this, not an issue, we can take care in the next time. And above all, the learning is more important. Now, once I visited in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha during their holidays. We were so many people, we roamed all in the building, we got tired. Then we told, shall I sit for some time? Where? In the parliament seat. Okay. Then they told, sir, you have to go to concerned constituency, get elected, and win and come, then you can sit. So that is the level of the importance of law-making body, parliament. Either bill you are talking. What is bill? Bill is nothing but a draft of the law presented in the parliament. Once it is discussed through group discussion, that's the one quality you have to learn, group discussion. Normally, when you talk, when two persons talks, you would have observed that both will be talking. And who will be listening? Both will not listen. This quality you can develop from this group discussion. You would have seen that when one person is talking, others are listening. So this type of qualities you have to develop. When one person is talking, you have to listen. You have to listen from others. We have a habit of not listening. बोलते रहेगा, बोलते रहेगा, बोलते रहेगा, सुनने वाला सुनेगा. It should not be like that. Then after discussion come to a conclusion, group discussion, then come to conclusion. That conclusion accepting others' point of view. These are all actually learning from this group, these activities. When after learning everything, after discussion, after completely group discussion is over, we are coming to conclusion, that is we are going for voting. You are talking something, one word she was using, the speaker, eyes have it, nose have it. What is this eyes? You know, you could have seen in the parliament, real parliament also, you would have seen on TV. Eyes have it, nose have it. What is eyes? No, they are telling yes, but why she is telling eyes have it? Eyes means yes. Okay. So this is a technical term. It is in 1771 it is started. It is not a origin of in our country. But same thing it is going on. Its literal meaning is nothing but accept what you are saying. The eyes have it, agreed. Nose have it, not agreed. So like that, there are so many technical terms are there in this preacher and calling attention, and so many areas are there. All these things again you have to learn. Do you visit real youth parliament session, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha? TV में देखते हैं क्या? नहीं देखता क्योंकि दूसरे चैनल है ना बहुत देखने के लिए. At least today onwards, whenever parliament session is going on, see at least half an hour and see that how things are working. It is not that after this training all will go for competition and become a member of parliament. That is not the purpose. The real citizenship learning is very important. If you learn, you can make learn by others also. If you follow how the law-making process is there, if you learn how to law-making process is done in parliament, first parliament, Lok Sabha, then Rajya Sabha, then it goes to president. Once the president sign, it becomes law. The law become act become rules. The rules are like traffic rules. All these rules are a part of where we are living in a country where thousands of rules are there, thousands of laws are there. So all these laws are created through parliament session only, through Lok Sabha, then Rajya Sabha. Similarly, there are so many state laws. These state laws are made by assemblies, MLAs, chief minister. So that is another way. So we have got a parliament, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, then assembly. Here also there are two systems in Andhra and Telangana. So like this, you start learning. At least this can be the beginning. Ultimately, after learning, I think you are in 10th class, 10th and 9th, you have got a lot of time to learn. All the best, children. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling me, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your company. We are truly honored to have you join us on this special occasion. We express our sincere gratitude for acquainting us with the conducting of youth parliaments at different levels. We are really indebted to you, sir, for your valuable suggestions and briefing us with the parliamentary procedures. I now call Lohita or ASPL to propose the vote of thanks.
Hello. A very good morning to respected Chief Guest Mr. Sashindran sir and all the distinguished guests, the principals and the vice principals of different schools, and our respected Director Mr. Balsundar Reddy sir and Principal Raja Reddy sir, and all my dear students, teachers and parents who have made their time to visit the Youth Parliament conducted by Genesis Olympus. I, Lohita ASPL, stand here today as a grateful student to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have made this event possible and a successful one. I would like to start thanking our school management for always making us aware of different scenarios and workings of work. My sincere thanks to the social staff, language teachers, and all the others who have guided participants and recreated an actual parliament taking a step towards deep learning. The main motto of this youth parliament is to make us all understand what parliament actually is and how it works. We all are aware by now the roles of MLAs, MPs, ministers, chief ministers and the prime minister, and how the ruling party and opposition party works in a parliament. We, the citizens of India, should give foremost priority to know how our country actually functions and should contribute the best to make the society a better place to live in. Overall, it was an informative and an effective session. I extend my thanks to all the students who are disciplined and encouraging all throughout the program, and my thanks to all the parents who have visited the Youth Parliament. Your presence is a motivation to all of us. I hope you come to all the programs conducted by Genesis Olympus. Thank you.
Conducting a youth parliament is a powerful tool for nurturing informed, responsible and engaged citizens who are well prepared to contribute positively to society. Hope you all had a cognizant and educative session. I request you to rise for the national anthem.